Hello and welcome back to the Basketball Champions League. It is game day 7 in the regular season. We return after our week's hiatus for a Group A clash between Türk Telekom and SIG Strasbourg. We are here in Ankara for a home game for the Turkish team, a team which has done extremely well in those first 6 games in the Basketball Champions League. They've been the pace setters towards the top of Group A. We'll be looking to see how they'll manage to carry on their momentum after the week's break last week. So the games from Group A in game day 7. We had 3 games last night. Ostend, 2-point victors, Lekabales winning, and then Manresa taking victory over Sassari as well. Final game in Group A is our one here tonight, with Türk Telekom hosting Strasbourg. So we said that Telekom are towards the top of the Group A standings. A win will see them jump clear in first place, but for SIG Strasbourg, their situation really sums up how tight it is in Group A. Currently they're in bottom position, but with a win here today, they could see themselves leapfrog into 4th place and into one of those top 4 spots that will qualify into the top 16. So you can see Türk Telekom, the only team currently in 3rd position with 1 loss in this group. So a win for them here at home would see them go automatically into 1st place all alone. So a lot to play for. Don't take Strasbourg's league position as a sign that they don't have talent. This is a very deep French team indeed. They have the addition of Scotty Reynolds in now as well for his first action in the Basketball Champions League this year. And this is a Strasbourg team which has won 5 in a row domestically in the Pro A in France now. They'll be looking to move some of that form into the Basketball Champions League, but there's no harder place to come than this arena here in Ankara to face off against Türk Telekom. So there is Strasbourg. It's all about the backcourt for them. Match up now with Trice, Reynolds and Gabe York leading the way. Really experienced in the backcourt. And then do not forget the play of guys like Jerai Grant on the inside as well. So now, with that addition of Scotty Reynolds, is there a more talented roster? Türk Telekom have their own. They've got the big presence of Mustafa Fal on the inside. Carl Wiltshire, a former game day MVP this season. And then, you know, their backcourt combination of Johnson and Hunter as well for Türk Telekom. So 2 lineups with a lot of talent, arguably 2 of the more individually talented teams in this competition. We're expecting a close one here today. And no doubt these 2 teams will deliver. So for Strasbourg, they've lost their last 2 away games in the Basketball Champions League. They've never lost 3 consecutive games away from home in the regular season before. So, you know, the challenge will be on the defensive end, where they have conceded 90+ points in their last 3 away games. So the Strasbourg team will be announced to the crowd here. Before, as we said, 5 straight wins for them domestically in the Basketball Champions League. Can they now replicate that form? They come into this one off the back of a disappointing loss at home against Lekabales. You know, they previously went down before that to Sassari and Holon before they got their last win. It was way back in game day 3, so a 3-game losing streak for coach Vincent Collet, the man you see there, and his team. 2 of those losses coming at home will be frustrating for the French team. Can they get some momentum getting victory on the road? For Türk Telekom, they come into this one riding a 2-game win streak. They have won 5 of the 6 games they've played in the Basketball Champions League, and they've won all the games in which they've conceded 80 points or fewer. The only game they gave up more than 80 points was the loss, and that was against Manresa in game day 4 on the road in Spain. So unbeaten here at home, coming into this one after 2 victories, 72-66 over Ostend. And then game day 6, 95-73 on the road in Toruń in Poland. Coaches will exchange their gifts then. The head coach Marek Goren, man in charge of Türk Telekom. As always, the fans out in force here in Ankara, already finding their voice, even though still got time before the tip-off. They'll be trying to create an atmosphere to help lead their team to another Basketball Champions League victory. For Strasbourg, the offense last couple of games hasn't really been clicking. They've only averaged 65 points a game in their last 2. The addition of Scotty Reynolds, though, will try to be the turning point for them. He's played well domestically, averaged 7 assists over the last 3 games in the Pro A. We said, you know, it's a Strasbourg team that has turned themselves around domestically after a 1-5 start in the Pro A. They've now reeled off 6 straight wins, beating Orleans as well, 77-86. 3 officials from Spain, Serbia and Slovenia, respectively, in charge of today's game. It will signal 3 minutes. As the players will go through their last stages of warm-ups. How will this form for Strasbourg domestically move over? As we see their starting lineup: Inglis, Scrub, York, Grant and Reynolds. You can see the strength and depth of Strasbourg through that lineup. So many weapons offensively. Scotty Reynolds just pulling the strings at the point guard position. He'll free up Gabe York even more. As they'll have now Travis Trice coming off the bench for coach Vincent Collet as well. Scoring punch. Now we'll turn our attentions to Türk Telekom. Johnson, Baygul, Fowl, Wiltshire and TJ Campbell will make up the 5 for the Turkish team. Now Wiltshire, game day 5 MVP. A huge 33 points, 10 rebounds on that particular occasion. Their victory over Ostend. See if he can have another big one here at home. There is head coach Marek Goren. Was the last time they were here, that big performance from Wiltshire. A 72-66 win in game day 5. Last little steps of preparation for Turin. Türk Telekom team, and the big presence of Mustafa Fowl. Both ends of the floor. This is a man who can change the game. It'll be interesting to see how he matches up against his fellow compatriots. Of course, Fowl is French, played domestically a lot of his career in the French leagues. So now Strasbourg match up. They will know him well. They've played him in recent years. It's only been the last 2 seasons, or last 3 years, he's moved outside of France, having played for Antibes, Chalon, Monaco and Poitiers. And born in Paris. Nearly ready to get underway here then in game day 7. Players are ready. Strasbourg out onto the floor in their blue uniforms. Türk Telekom in white. As we are back to action in the Basketball Champions League. Game day 7, Group A action of the regular season. A little delay here before we get underway in the Ankara Arena. Nope. Thought that was going to be the thumbs up. Looks like we got an issue with the scoreboard. We are okay now. There is the thumbs up. A delayed start. Jerai Grant against Mustafa Fowl. That'll be a great matchup to watch if those two go against each other. As the possession is controlled by Türk Telekom. TJ Campbell has it. Goes into the hands of Nick Johnson. And now he'll be back to Campbell. His kick out, finds Bogle. Bogle puts it on the floor, takes a lot of contact. Can't finish. There's the presence of Fowl. And now he'll try and back it down into the low post. Grant trying to use his physicality, body him up, but he cannot stop Mustafa Fowl. The last time we were here against Ostend, it was a slow start for Fowl. Didn't really get touches offensively. To change that one early here today, Türk Telekom. He gets the first points of the game. York sets his feet, takes the triple and knocks it down. Well, you know, that backcourt combination for Strasbourg really is their firepower. York comes into this one averaging 18.5 a game in the Basketball Champions League. Fowl collects it once again. They'll guard him one-on-one, no help coming. Tough matchup for Grant as Inglis dips in. And Fowl, too easy to get the finish. Well, Inglis tried to dip in, help out. Just freed up Wiltshire on the perimeter. He broke his man down. And an easy finish for Mustafa Fowl, who has all 4 then. Jerai Grant waiting for Reynolds. Reynolds off the screen. Finds Grant. He has this little range and he knocks it down. So efficient in that mid-range area. Jerai Grant. First 2 for him. And now he's got to go back to battling Mustafa Fowl on the low block as a foul is called against Scotty Reynolds. Just holding on to TJ Campbell as he tried to cut through the lane. Sideline. Bogle will look to bring it in. Finds Johnson. Johnson, no hesitation, flips it up. Easy take for Fowl. And he finishes it off once again. Simple as that. Throw it up high to the big fella. Mustafa Fowl, great hands. Collects it easily, puts it home. All 6 for him. Dave York denied. Eventually gets it against Campbell. Grant's jumper doesn't go. Rebound and push from Türk Telekom. Go to the inside this time, though. It's Johnson, not Fowl, and he's going to get the easy score. 8 points already for Türk Telekom, all in the lane. Points in the paint being good for them. York at the point guard position. Comes off the screen from Grant. Reverses it now through Inglis. Scrub on the far side, back to York. He's already made one. Not on this occasion as Reynolds grabs in the rebound. Inglis trying to find some room. Can't finish, but Grant puts it home. Jerai Grant with the putback. All the eyes on Inglis. No one boxed out Grant. It's a battle of the bigs here. Grant moves to 4. Fowl has 6. Campbell. Now they'll reverse it over to the corner and throw it into Fowl once more. Foul will be called against Jerai Grant. First personal on him. Just too much pushing in the back. And line possession now. Campbell over to Fowl. Will screen. Roll to the ring. Try and be in there for a rebound if there is one. There is, but it's taken in by Reynolds in the end. He attacks towards the baseline. Reynolds always trying to find the open man. There's patience from him, and now York over to Juri Grant. Juri Grant moves to 6 points personal. So the battle of the bigs continues, 6 apiece. Mustafa foul versus Juri Grant. Foul. Just underhands it to Campbell, and he will knock down his first triple of the game. Reynolds got it by Johnson. This is a quick screen. Nice cut from Ingles, and he is fouled. 2 shots to come. Excellent movement off the ball. Timing of the cut, so impressive from Damien Ingles. There you go, see him just cutting behind Wilcho, tried to help out on the ball screen action. Happened on the other side of the floor. So 2 shots to come. Less at the line. Tied at 11. Agar reverses it. Johnson has a little seam and glides in. Four points for Johnson. Some great shooting percentages all over the floor here. There you see Johnson, 2 of 2 for his 4. Ingles spins, double team comes, and a turnover for Ingles. Türk Telekom looking to push. Campbell, feet set, he's made one. Too strong from him. Strasbourg will look to push in the opposite direction. But Gabe York in no hurry. He'll wait and use Juri Grant as a screener. York trying to drag Mustafa foul away from the basket. They do so successfully, and that leaves the space for Thomas Scrubb to get his first points of the game. Now, both offenses really clicking here, early stages. Low post for Wiltshire. He's been the one who's quiet so far for Türk Telekom. Carl Wiltshire yet to take a field goal. Fouled on his way to the basket there. Two shots to come, I think, for Scrubb. No, for Wiltshire, as he was fouled by Scrubb. No. Juri Grant goes out, and they're going to go to the experience of Ali Traore. End-line possession rather than the shots as I thought it might be. Oh, good defense from Scrubb. He gets the steal. Easy finish from him. Back-to-back scores for Thomas Scrubb. That's what he brings to this Strasbourg team as well. Defensive tenacity. It's the finish there. So this is why Traore's in, trying to slow down Mustafa foul. Traore does a good job. Mustafa foul goes out of bounds, trying to collect the loose ball. Gives it back. Gouvan comes in for his first action to replace Mustafa foul. Gouvan, 23 years of age. He fights Carl Wiltshire for the rebound, which Wiltshire wins. Johnson in transition. For a couple of screens, nothing really happening. Tries to go the other way. And now Wiltshire. Wiltshire. Oh, flip pass. Finds Gouvan. Gouvan finishes it off. Oh, what production from the centre spot for Türk Telekom right now. Foul led the way. Now Govan comes in and he's got 2 points instantly as an offensive foul. He's going to be called against Strasbourg. Legal screen called against Ali Toure. Post up for Johnson. Can't finish. Traore grabs in the rebound. And in the opposite direction, Travis Trice has it. Here he goes towards the baseline. Lovely feed. Easy layup for Traore. Great timing on the pass. Trice denying it into the hands of Campbell. Eventually, Campbell does collect it with 12 on the clock now. He'll use the high screen. Defense switch in Ingles, covering as an offensive foul is called this time against Türk Telekom. Well, we started off so brightly offensively, these two teams. I think it was 14 apiece with about 5 minutes to go, and now last couple of minutes just gone really quiet for both of them. More substitutions come in. Boris Dallo comes in to replace Scrub. And for Türk Telekom, they'll have changes of their own as Kaya comes in. There goes Mohamed Baygar. Toure to his left hand, and that is good. Ali Toure, his minutes have been limited in Basketball Champions League action for Strasbourg, but you can see the quality he has. Averages about 16 minutes a game. As he's getting on in years. Toure. Fade away. Doesn't get the roll. Ingles, called for the travel. To spin to the baseline. I don't think he likes the call. Let's have a look. Yeah, good work. Move the pivot foot. A lot of movement. Nothing really happening for this Türk Telekom offense. Campbell's pass, a loose one. Reynolds first to it. 2-on-1. He loses it. And he'll have to start it all over. Finds Nzuli. Fresh man into the game. Cameroonian international on this near side as they'll isolate Travis Trice here. Tries to find some room. Over Turan and does so for his first three of the night. Travis Trice off the mark, and it's the largest lead of the game for Strasbourg. A three there sees them open up a 7-point advantage, and a timeout right at the end of this first quarter, called by Türk Telekom. So frustration for the Turkish team. Offense just sort of dried up for them. Largest lead of the game for either team at 7. So Telekom just 4 points in the last 5 minutes, really. 4.5. The offense looking so good early on. Anything but. They scored 12 of their 15 inside the paint. It's all gone quiet. The three from Trice. Seeing this 7-point lead, forced that timeout. Johnson Holding and waiting. Finds TJ Campbell. Campbell off the screen will pull up for 3. Too strong though. Strasbourg have momentum. They've got numbers down the floor. And Reynolds is one of those guys. Beautiful feed from Trice. Reynolds with the finish. It's a 9-point lead. Türk Telekom are going to come the other way. Look at the defensive recovery from Strasbourg. Really locked in here today. They'll go under the screen. Johnson will take the 3. He misses it, but there'll be a foul on the rebound. I think Zuli is going to pick that one up. Türk Telekom right now, just 1 of 5 from beyond the 3-point line. Campbell hit his first. He's the only guy to make. The guy they often look at for that, Carl Wiltshire, sits on the bench, played 8.5 minutes. 0 for 1 from the field he is, as Campbell goes out. At the line, Turen. Every shot. Hard work for Türk Telekom at this moment in time. First one misses. Second. Also bounces clear. They'll come with a trap. Strasbourg trying to hold for this final shot of the first quarter. Pass deflected. Back it out. Gallo takes a tough one. And that is not a great way to end what has been a very impressive first quarter from Strasbourg. Poor possession from them there. But apart from that, excellent play for the French team. They have a 9-point lead here. Türk Telekom 15, Strasbourg 24 at the end of the first quarter. Eight of 11 for Strasbourg. Great shooting from 2-point range for them. 2 of 4 from 3 as well. On the other side, Türk Telekom, they've gone 6 for 9, which is good, but just 1 of 5 from beyond the 3-point line. Just the momentum swung in favour of Strasbourg over the last few minutes. So just 4 points coming for Türk Telekom in those final 6 minutes of the quarter. Look at the score comparison. It was 11 to 9 with 5:53 remaining. So just 4 points in just a touch under 6 minutes there to end the quarter for Türk Telekom. It was about the time that man left the game. Staff a foul. At the same point, Strasbourg really found their scoring form. They went from just 9 points at that midway point. To 24 now at the end of the first quarter. So they'll have some substitutions coming in, Strasbourg. Soron enters the game for the first time. He'll be in the backcourt alongside Travis Trice. And Jeremy Zuli, there's Diallo and Traoré make up their 5, so small lineup for Strasbourg. 4 guards really around Traoré. Just see how they guard Carl Wiltshire, and Zuli hands it over to Soron. Soron using the screen from Traoré. And now Trice, far side, is fouled by Turen. So Türk Telekom have got a big lineup out there. Turen and Carl Wiltshire will have some problems on this defensive end. They'll have some advantage, especially in the low post on the offensive side. So a real battle to see who comes out on top here. So there's 2 different lineups. Here's Coach Vincent Pellet. And Zuli now, guarded by Wiltshire. And Diallo guarded by Turen. No stop, defense switching. And Zuli flashes high. Has it rejected, 2.2 on the clock. Good defense from Wiltshire. Short clock for Strasbourg then. Trice falls to the floor. Eventually gets open. Oh, straight back to Diallo. No one guarding him. Excellent heads-up play from Strasbourg. Trice trying to get the three away in the corner. Recognised Diallo was wide open. And first points for him. Staffer foul, kicks it to Wiltshire. And he'll knock down his first triple. Said, you know, the three-point shooting for Türk Telekom so key. And Carl Wiltshire is a big, big part of that. First clean look for him then. Now Strasbourg will take some time. Trice again. Goes to Nzuli. Gallo throws it up. Traore finishes it off, plus the foul. Well, they knew the switch was coming. Read it beautifully. Great pass, great finish, Traore. What an introduction he has been. Traore, 6 points, 2 rebounds, plus 10. Strasbourg have been when he has been on the floor. Knocks down the free throw. Campbell back into the game. Staffer foul, low post. Trying to find somewhere to go. Guarded so closely by Traore. And the double team comes from Nzuli. Great recognition from Nzuli to rotate down. Ejection from foul. Türk Telekom the other way. Kick out, open three, Wiltshire. Buries it, back-to-back threes for Wiltshire in this third quarter. Good recognition to find him open. That trail three. A timeout called by Strasbourg.
Travis en deuxième, en premier, Boris face ou second. Donc Ali, vraiment, venir là, et very quick, wait for the screen. Like this, most cases, you can shoot behind. Allez, on y va, let's go. Allez,
Line possession for Strasbourg then. They give up those couple of threes. Terren with a great assist to find Wiltshire. Pulls it back to an 8-point game. Still they'll stay with the small lineup. Dallo off the screen. Here comes Travis Trice. And now Traore rolling to the ring. Oh, good penetration from Saran. But another rejection. Traore rejected by Campbell, who now has it in the opposite direction. Using the screen, foul, roll into the ring. Campbell finds some room, flips it up. Foul, got a good hand on the rebound, but loses it out of bounds. Possession back for Strasbourg. Traore goes out. Jedi Grant comes back in. Gallo, ball in his hands, calling the play. That's for Trice to come high, defense denying Trice the ball. Trice looking towards the official, wants a foul, doesn't get it. It's now Nzuli playing along the baseline. Grant, jump shot, way short from him. Offense just didn't really have any purpose that time for Strasbourg. Telekom holding and waiting, chance to cut into the lead again. Wiltshire posting up for the first time against this small lineup. Against Dallo, has the step. He leaves it on the front of the ring, but gets his own offensive rebound somehow. Doesn't get the friendly roll. And Strasbourg escape. Price coming the other way. Answers with it. Blows past his man. Contact from foul. No. Whistle though. Chance for them to run here, Strasbourg, if they push. They'll move it on quickly. On the baseline. It was wide open. Really, you've got to say, Edgar should have recognised Wiltshire with a good pass. So in fact, Edgar was cutting the baseline wide open, almost didn't want the pass. Grant on the short roll out, and Zuli flips it to the corner. Dallo looked short from the moment it came out of his hands. Not really known for his three-point shooting, Boris Dallo. Just 14% from three in the Champions League so far. Wiltshire again in the post, and he's fouled. Started to use him there. Hello, goes out. Let's see, Tom Scrub coming back into the game. Campbell waiting for the screen from foul. His kick out, wayward. Oh, good take and finish from foul. Great hands from the big man. Held his position. Forced to go and collect it from the pass. He did exactly that. As Grant finds the cutting scrub on the back door. Basket plus the foul. Well, what a response. Using that short roll to great effect, Strasbourg. The threat of Grant as a shooter and as a passer. See, Terrain doesn't get back in position quickly enough. Scrub with a great baseline cut. Third foul against Terrain, so he goes out. And RJ Hunter comes in for his first action. Still remains an 8-point game though. It feels like Türk Telekom have got some momentum over this last couple of minutes. Campbell into the lane. Easy two for him. No one wants to leave Mustafa foul. Campbell takes advantage. Rice pulling the play. Grant again, collecting it around the high post. Tough shot from Jerai Grant. Looked around, tried to find somebody open to pass to. There was no one. He just finished it himself. 8 points personal for Jerai Grant. Campbell finds foul. Foul! Hammers it home. First man into double digits. Mustafa foul, 5 of 5 from the field. Just had the step. Grant couldn't recover. Saran off the screen. Kick out for Scrub. Scrub, nothing but a bottom of the net. 9 now for Thomas Scrub. 4 of 4 from the field. Again, every time Telekom make that little run, Strasbourg respond. Maintain this lead here. Scrub, 9 points. Good quick hands from Jerai Grant. Saran is going to go out. Gabe York comes back in. Good breather for Gabe York. Substitution on the other side for Türk Telekom as well as Baygul comes back in. Hunter thought about the three, uses Wiltshire on the low post again. And Zuli trying to hold his ground, but can't. Wiltshire's little baseline move somehow doesn't drop for him. Just left it on the front of the ring. Price waiting. This is the horn set, finds Grant. Now Scrub hesitated, but still manages to knock it down. So Tom Scrub off the screen. Gets to his spot at the elbow. Thought he'd lost his opportunities. He hesitated, but he knocks it down, and it's an 11-point lead here for Strasbourg. As I said, it's just got the feeling that, Türk Telekom found some momentum and got some rhythm back within the game, but largest lead of the night for Strasbourg now. And we'll listen into this Türk Telekom lineup. Let's see what they can do out of the timeout then. 3:42 remaining. Türk Telekom, 5-1 record. Unbeaten at home in the Basketball Champions League this season. But struggling it through this first 20 minutes here against a much improved Strasbourg team. Wiltshire inside to foul. Good kick out. Miguel's not ready to shoot it. Tries to go at the ring. Good defense from Gerard Grant. Wiltshire will eventually get a three. And the lifeline is Carl Wiltshire, as it has been so often in this second period. Wiltshire 9 points, all from beyond the three-point line. Trice finds Grant. Now York, no space for him as he's guarded by Hunter. Scrub pulls up for three. Doesn't get it, just not quite on balance that time, it didn't look like, from Scrub. Miguel. Butcher in the low post. Goes to the running hook with the left hand and finishes it off. Carl Wiltshire. 11 points now for him. Two guys into double digits for Türk Telekom. Back within 6. Grant over to Trice. Trice trying to find some room against Campbell. He guards him beautifully. And Zuli, lovely back cut. Great footwork to free himself for two. Wiltshire frustrated, throws it against the stanchion. Far side. Go once more to Wiltshire in the post. He spins baseline, fouled by Nzuli. Sacrifice one. Goes to the sideline. Rotation comes in. High fives all round for Nzuli. Good play from him. Ingles back onto the floor. Scotty Reynolds also making his way back out onto the floor. Good breather for those two. Johnson not really looking for it. Hunter fouled by Scrub to the boos of the crowd. So it's Begal fouled, not Hunter. Sideline possession. Under 2 minutes left in this first half. Wiltshire, all about it. Will hold now. Take his time as the shot clock hits 10. Wiltshire on the roll. Oh, lovely feed. Foul finishes it once again. Still perfect. 6 of 6 now. Mustafa foul. And that was all about Carl Wiltshire. Play from him. Find this big man open. Reynolds calling the set. Strasbourg looking around. Not really sure what they're supposed to be doing here. Scrub has it. Finds Grant. Grant with a step and finish. Big time finish from Gerard Grant. Little hesitation. Got Mustafa foul in the air. Look how quick he gets past him. Hammers it home. Bagal thought he had a chance, but Grant said no way. Wiltshire low post against this switch again. Scrub guarding him. This time he goes runner with the right hand. Can't get it. Reynolds first man to it. And they'll push in the opposite direction. York open far side. Wow, that's a great look for Strasbourg. Look, York couldn't get it to go though. And the other way, Hunter with the finish. Well, that's how quickly it can change. Strasbourg, a great look on one end. What it could have been. As Gabe York had the clean three. He misses it. And Türk Telekom take advantage in transition to get the score.
Because what we do after the shot, we must run back. Okay, we have two forward, okay? So, hey, Gary, we play angle, two forward. Aria, then go inbound. I walk, and here, Maurice, set screen for after home. You make the screen here, okay? You make the screen this side. Go, dernier action, get off, okay, on opposite Maurice, okay? Go, try to shoot. Okay. Allez, gars, shoot!
Reynolds getting it down the floor swiftly. They find York and he'll take the quick three. Went 2 for 1. Now he'll get this second shot opportunity here. Shot clock hits 5. Reynolds will take a 3. Can't get it, and it will be a third chance for Strasbourg. No, he didn't quite snatch in the rebound. Ingles commits the foul. Only the 4th team one though, so they'll have the opportunity to get back, set their defense for this final 14 seconds of the half. Hunter did a good job to grab the rebound. Foul will go out for the last possession. Spread the floor perhaps. Johnson hands it over to Hunter. Hunter using the screen. Wiltshire rolling. Hunter just wide open. Defense fell apart. Chance for a final shot. Ingles takes it from the half but can't finish it. So that will end the first half. A very impressive first 20 minutes from Strasbourg, but they got let down on the final possession there as Türk Telekom have cut it to a 4-point game here. 38 to Türk Telekom, 42 to Strasbourg. Well, Türk Telekom, a kind of up and down first half for them. At moments brilliant, and then they hit real, struggles offensively at times. Yet to score from the free throw line. And Strasbourg, who shot it well in the first quarter from beyond the three-point line, they're the ones having the problems from 3 now. Just 3 of 11. Rebounding and assists relatively even. Not a lot in it there. But Strasbourg, I think, will be disappointed after having such a commanding lead for large stretches. For them to go down 23-18 in that second quarter. Scrub leads the way for them, 11. Grant has 10. And the inside duo of Stafford Fowl and Carl Wiltshire, 12 and 11, respectively, for Türk Telekom. Well, a real game of runs. Both teams had them in that first 20 minutes. Work to do for either side. For Strasbourg, who had, the lead for the majority of that first half. 14 minutes and 46 seconds, in fact, they led for. At one stage, it was up to 11, just pegged back slightly in those final few minutes. Carl Wiltshire inspiring the comeback for Türk Telekom with 11 points for him at the half. So we'll take a break from action. We'll be back shortly to see which way this one will swing in Group A. Will Türk Telekom keep up their unbeaten run at home and take sole first place in Group A, or will it be Strasbourg with a victory and moving their way from 8th to 4th? We'll be back about 10 minutes time. Make sure you go nowhere. Second half action coming up shortly.
Maçta en çok ıslığı kim çaldı? Sınavda. Bir ıslıkla duyun. Kim kuvvetli ıslık çaldı? Bu kadar mı? Sen abi sen. Evet. Hadi bakalım. Alkışlar yarışmada bir şey. Ben zaman olduğu gibi olduğum için birbirinden konuşabilmeyi olacak. Önce hanımefendi alalım. Şöyle gidiyorsunuz. Ve şimdi bir şu akşamda görüşürüz sizlerle. Hakikaten hemen karşımıza çalışmalar bu tarafa her şey. Evet şimdi alış öncesinde bir alış istiyorum sizlerden. İlk hanımefendi için ilk yarışmacımıza İnanıyorum ilk atışta sayı bulacak şimdi. Atabiliriz buyurun. Biraz daha önemli isterseniz. Biraz daha önemli sizi. Son atış. Bravo. Tebrik ediyorum. Tekrar alayım sizi. Alkışlarınızla ikinci hanımefendi yarışmacımız geliyor. Alkışlar hanımefendi için. Evet, döndürüyoruz. Çok iyi. Bir daha. Süper. Bu sefer olacak. İnanıyorum ben. Harikasınız. Hemen siz de kenara alın. Sıradaki hanımefendi. İkinci atış. Bu sefer tam sağ. Hadi üçüncü oldu olacak şimdi. İşte bu. Süper. Teşekkür ediyoruz. Evet son hanımefendi yarışmacımız. Alkışlar son hanımefendi için. Güçlü bir alkış istiyorum. Bravo. İkinci atış. Süper. İşte bu. İşte Türkiye'nin gücü. Tebrik ediyorum sizi. Hemen kenara. Evet, bir erken başlamak ister. Siz uzaklardasınız galiba. Güveniyoruz kendinize.
TJ Klein looks for another backdoor to Foster. Oh, baby! You gotta be kidding me! What a play by Marcus Foster! What a pass by TJ Klein! Oh, my Lord!
Young over to Rachel. And Vasturia picks it up, hands it off, and great play from Vasturia. And hands it off to Murphy, who not only scores, but is fouled on the play.
That is. Drives in, gets to Zima, and Silla just with one of the blocks of the night. Well, that was big time. Kissick with the one-handed running slam. It was that crossover movement that lost Galdekis, and he explodes to the basket. He's up to 22 points, another 20-plus point game for him.
Broughton has it on the ball reversal. You don't stop him. Oh! Get out of that highlight picture. Tony on down the middle. As we said, if you don't stop him, and he just threw it hard.
Oh, what a play, the alley-oop to Brown. That was one of the plays of the game right
there.
Tenerife need to execute. And now Hurtas kicks it back out. Wide open three is good! For Lundberg yet again. Nothing but net. And he loves it. Tenerife love it. Heartbreak for Vefriga.
Yellow bats now, chance for Gaziantep if they rush. Boy, that was almost a foul on Komalov.
Crawford goes up for the dunk out of nothing. Goodness gracious.
Jagela close inside with the big thunder jam. And Jagela takes no prisoners with that play over the top of two Besiktas defenders. Jim Olasoy gives it to Crawford. Over to Saunders. He puts it up. He had a lot of time left. Oh, he hit the three! Can you believe it? Unbelievable! There will be no overtime. 3-point shot by Sanders.
back to Ankara then. Entertaining first 20 minutes is over. We're at the interval here, a 4-point lead for the visitors. 42-38. Just joining us, kind of up and down game in the first half. Both teams had their runs. Türk Telekom started well. Strasbourg really took control towards the end of the second half of the first quarter. Opened up a double-digit lead that they just seemed to hold on to, despite some good signs of life for Türk Telekom, before eventually the Turkish team just started to find their way at the end of that second quarter, cut it back to a 4-point advantage for Strasbourg at the half. It was Wiltshire really right in the first quarter who came alive and provided a spark for Türk Telekom. 11 points for him. There's all to play for here, that is for sure. So we are set to get underway. Second half action. Game day 7 of the Basketball Champions League. This is, of course, the last game day before the teams will start the reverse fixtures, playing off against the other teams within Group A that they've already played, either home or away. So they will have seen all the teams now after this week, and the shapes of the group just starting to form. Remember, we have 4 groups of 8 teams, with the top 4 from each of the 4 groups qualifying into the top 16 for those playoff rounds. So we are okay to get underway. First possession for Türk Telekom. It'll be in hands of Campbell. He's out there with Weigel, Stafford Fowl, RJ Hunter and Carl Wiltshire. Here is Hunter trying to find Wiltshire. Poor pass, a steal and push the other way. Reynolds, beautiful feed and the easy finish. Jeriah Grant says thank you very much. An assist for Scotty Reynolds. No surprises there. That's what that man does. Third of the night for him. And Strasbourg turning defense into offense once more. Campbell off the screen. Throws it up from the elbow. It was deflected. It will fall to RJ Hunter. Can't get it to go though. Chased down is Campbell. First man to it, Wiltshire for 3. And Carl Wiltshire knew that one was in. Turned and started to run back down the floor before the ball had hit the bottom of the net. Wiltshire makes it a 3-point game. Scrub to Jeriah Grant. And now here comes York to collect it. York. There's a whistle and a foul. There you go. Will be called for it. Left arm round the waist of the screening. Jeriah Grant was the reason for the foul. Comes York. York. It's the tough one. Gets it to go off the glass. Finish from York. He's been quiet though. Just 5 for him on the night now, York. This is a man who averages 18.5 a game. Foul is called against Ingles. Doesn't like the call. Let's have a look. Well, there's 2 things. Weigel has clearly got his arm. He was the one who wrapped it up and pulled it. I don't think Ingles had position, though, irrelevant of the grab of the arm. Wiltshire into Campbell. Confusion from those 2. Now. Step back 3. Shot clock is low. Comes up short. Chance for Ron Strasbourg. Ingles 1-on-1. Finishes it with the left. Defense to offense again for Strasbourg. Quick transition score for them. Lead rose to 7. Open 3. Hunter knocks it down. Not sure how he got free for that much room, RJ Hunter. Foul is going to be called against Wiltshire. Still not happy with it. Wasn't much on that one. There's York again, same sort of spot. This time, no, short. Weigel pushing in transition, foul against Ingles. Not so much room for Bengal to get through. There's the contact. Place goes to the sideline. Getting that foul. Now number 3 against him. 4-point game. To go so small in that forward position. And Zuli comes in to replace Ingles. Another whistle, foul. That's Grant. Hunter, jump up, makes it. Jay Hunter, back-to-back triples. Good work from him. Now, crowd starting to find their voice. A 1-point game here in Ankara. Reynolds smartly puts on the brakes, draws the foul against Campbell. Puts it in, gives it back to Reynolds. Reynolds snaking off the screen, it's rejected! RJ Hunter taken over right now, but he loses it. And it's going to be a turnover. Hunter, just as I was saying, taking over the game. He hits the 2 threes, he gets the rejection. Got the wide open layup, just lost it on the way up. Credit to Gabe York for not worrying about the offensive end. Getting back. Perhaps his attention was enough to put off RJ Hunter. Grant's shot is rejected. Mustafa foul. This time on the recovery as Hunter goes to Wiltshire for 3. And a foul. Wow, momentum all in favour of Türk Telekom right now. They cut it to a 1-point game. Just feel like every possession they're getting ready to explode. Strasbourg, however, just lost that rhythm that they had offensively. Against Scrub, inline possession for Türk Telekom. Here comes Hunter. Campbell dances in, gets it to go. Grant tries to help late, not wanting to leave Mustafa foul open. And it is a lead for Türk Telekom as an offensive foul. Legal screen, not sure who committed it. Bench fired up for Türk Telekom players. So they've got some fire now. Strasbourg are going to have to try and stop this run. Now it's Reynolds, isn't it? Just trying to free himself against Campbell. Bit of blood, so substitution's going to have to happen here. Mustafa foul has to go out. That could have changed the momentum on this one. As you said, Türk Telekom had just started to get going. Now Strasbourg really get the steal. Wiltshire turn his back on Nzuli, try and use his size advantage. Grant ready to double, but Wiltshire spins away from him, and now he's trying to get the crowd fired up. Now Wiltshire loving it. Such explosive scorer when he gets going. Carl Wiltshire moves to 16 points personal now. York trying to respond, trying to silence this crowd. Nzuli hesitates. Scrub, 3 on the clock. The lefty, his jump shot is good. Thomas Scrub has come to play today. He only averages 7 a game. That moves him to 14. Tigers, 51. Hunter tries to respond, can't. Good work on the glass from Eggyman. Eggyman now. Shuffle of the feet. We call for the travel. Travis Trice back into the game. There he is at the point guard spot. Traore kicks it, and Zuli takes the triple and knocks it down. Now that's what he's done throughout his career. And Zuli, extensive career out France, Cameroonian, that's for the national team. There's your man. Hands it off. Hunter has a step to the baseline. Kicks it out to Baigao. Baigao trying to attack Scrub. Scrub, good position. Hunter for three. And another one, RJ Hunter. 11 points personal. Anonymous in the first half. Barely got off the bench. RJ Hunter starts the second. Comes alive. Traore with the response. Fouls against Strasbourg then. Campbell take the walk to the line. Freebies here for Campbell. Had his woes from the free throw line this season. Hasn't been there very often, but just 50% in the Champions League. 2 here. Trice, in his hands, coming off the screen. It's the rolling Traore, can't finish this time. Wiltshire throws ahead, nearly fine by Gal, but Trice, good recognition. Now York, back to Trice for three. Can't get it to go, great work from Traore to keep it alive. We'll back it down here, join the double team. Someone's open. How is it Gabe York with that much space? Do they not know who this man is? Gabe York knocks it down. A rare clean look for him. Three-point lead for Strasbourg. The response short from Hunter. Heading in the opposite direction. Trice finds some room. Timeout called. 5-point lead opened up again by Strasbourg. See what momentum in this, will change in this last 3 minutes then. Stafford foul back onto the floor. Hunter, another look. Well, the more he's open, the harder it is for Hunter to make the score, it looks like. Gallo, fresh into the game, finds Traore, and he is doing everything. Ali Traore knocking it down. 11 points personal for him. Strasbourg again opening up. Slicing drive doesn't go. opposite direction. Strasbourg now. Back to Traore, kick out, Dalot. Good drive. Just a behind the back pass. Turns it over. Chance for Türk Telekom. By Gal. It's taken away by Nzuli. Got there before Mustafa foul. Nzuli just wide open. Walks to the basket. Misses. Somebody needs to get control of the game here. Campbell. Takes it one side to the other. Now he'll use the ball screen. Campbell off it. Skips it. Regal steps inside. Open look, and he finally gets us a score. Well, after saying that all the momentum with Türk Telekom, you know, Strasbourg lost their way. And we gained it there in a hurry, didn't they? We have the 5-point lead here, even with the last score from Türk Telekom. 95 seconds left, third quarter. Dalot take a three. Luckily for him, Abe York working hard, getting the offensive rebound. And we'll pull it out. Trice now. Nice the rolling Traore. He loses it. York collects in the loose ball once again. We gave York to the line. Substitutions. Türk Telekom. They're running into trouble. See Gabe York. Yeah, there's the foul against Hunter. York makes number one. Feels like he's quiet tonight, Gabe York, but he has a chance to get to double digits here. Which he does. And now Seron will come in. This last 1:15. Sorry, Johnson with the ball, then to Hunter. Now Mustafa foul. Traore rejects him, but is called for the foul. So Mustafa foul to the line. Good move from the big man. That's good. 67% free throw shooter on the line. 2 of 2. 5-point game then. 2-2-1 press coming on Türk Telekom. Trice holding. Takes the open three. Hayward from him. Gives possession back for Türk Telekom. They could go 2 for 1 here. Great opportunity for them. They go into Mustafa foul early. No double team coming from Strasbourg. Roy is going to guard him one-on-one, but a foul away from the ball. 2 fouls against Strasbourg, so there'll be 2 shots to come for Türk Telekom. Rest is good. Should going out. Quiet. That last spell, Carl Wiltshire, they need to try and get him back into the game. It's no surprise whenever he plays well. Türk Telekom do. It's a 3-point game though. 62 plays 65 here. Last 20 seconds, third quarter. Trice has it. Holding and waiting. Trying to attack. Gets to the edge of the lane. Shoots it high, misses everything. Traore, offensive rebound. One final chance. Türk Telekom down to 7. Johnson to Turan. Misses the dunk. Going the other way. Dalot will try and shoot the running 3. but it bounces clear. Well, it was an excellent opportunity for Türk Telekom, but the finish didn't quite go for Turan, and we end the third quarter here, a 3-point lead for Strasbourg. It is 62-65. Still no one can take a real firm grip on this game. Every time it feels like Strasbourg take that lead, take the advantage, and come Türk Telekom. And vice versa. Shooting percentages, the biggest discrepancy really is from three-point range. See, 36 shots attempted by Strasbourg. Two-point range just 28 from Türk Telekom. 11 turnovers for them. 5 for Strasbourg. Have done an excellent job looking after the ball. 22 assists and 5 turnovers for the French team on the road. That to the 17 assists and 11 turnovers for Türk Telekom. Sure, got them going, didn't he, Türk Telekom? In that third quarter, felt like Strasbourg had lost their rhythm, lost their way, but found it again really quick. We are underway in the final quarter then, a 3-point lead for Strasbourg, who have possession. Where will they go to start this quarter? It's into the hands of Travis Trice. Trice skips it over to Ingles. Finds space for Ingles. Seron, wide open. And fails to convert. The opportunity now for Türk Telekom. Hunter on the... Johnson on the floor. Alongside Hunter. By Gal here, by Gal. Into the lane. Flips it over to Foul. He misses the dunk. Second opportunity is fouled. So back-to-back misses on dunk attempts. Turan first, and then Foul at either side of the quarter break. Good work from Traoré to get himself back into the play, really. See if he can save his team a point. Fallow's gone out, Reynolds has come in. That's exactly what Traoré has managed to do. So, just by the effort, committing the foul. Mustafa Foul misses the first free throw. Saves a point for Strasbourg. Second one, it's good. Pressure again on Telekom. 2-1 press, drops back now into man-to-man. Just token pressure. See if they can take some time off the clock. Trice to Traoré. Traoré gets to the ring and finishes. And they've used that tactic time and time again. Putting the big guy in the high post against Mustafa Foul. Where Traoré and Jedi Grant have done an excellent job. On the other end, though, Mustafa Foul causes his own problems. 17 points personal for him. The dunk miss was his only miss of the game. 7 of 8 from the field. 10 rebounds as well for his double-double. Rice. Traoré. Traoré looking around. Finds Seron. Now Traoré spinning. Trying to find some room, but it's good for the travel. By Gal, he'll back it out. Good defense from Seron, keeps him in front. Once, twice, now he's got to chase around the screen. foul, trying to collect it, loses it, gets it back, finishes the play. So this is how they started the game, just really getting usage out of Mustafa Foul in and around the basket. That opened up a lead for them. Done it again here. Timeout caused by Strasbourg. Unhappy with the defense on Mustafa Foul. Said they've changed the way they've been doing it. That's why there's problems. It's gonna be interesting to see, can they slow down the big man? 19 and 10. There you see the double-double. Another one this season. Mustafa Foul. Strasbourg, no substitutions from them. Ed York still remains on the bench. That's Jerai Grant. Screen coming. Trice. Foul is called. It was away from the ball. Can't see anything. It's just that wrap. Pulling Traore back out of position. That was against RJ Hunter. Now, Trice has it. Stops, pushed, surely. No. That's what Trice is saying to the referee. Fake out, brings it back down. For foul, posting up. They want to get him a touch. Here he is against Traore. The kick out, weak side, open three. Hunter. And it doesn't go. Reynolds looking, surveying the floor. Will attack early here, tries to find something. Finds Sudon. His look is good. Frustration on the sideline for Türk Telekom. It was a furious reaction over there from Coach Goren. Not happy with his defense. The drive. He wants two shots. Place. It's number 4 on him. Struggles to get it bounce. Eventually it does get there. Drive. Finish from foul. Where did he come from? Johnson drove, couldn't make the first shot. But nobody boxing out. Mustafa Foul. He moves to 21 now. 1 point lead for Strasbourg. Traore fouled. Got the switch. See Johnson couldn't finish. Everybody watching. Except for Mustafa Foul. Prime possession for Strasbourg then. Traore, jumper, good. Foul. Straight back to the hands of Johnson. Johnson just throws it up in the direction of foul. Poor pass, really, from him. Reynolds pushing in the opposite way. Jaws foul. Weigel doesn't like the call. It's gone out. Campbell's come back in. Sit on, landing on the floor. This experience that he has. Crunch time. Reynolds dribbles it out. Can't find anything. Uses the screen from Ingles. They get the switch. Ingles will just try and bully his man. Get him in the lane. Does. And Campbell has to sacrifice the personal. That goes out. Oh, Wiltshire comes in. It's been a long time on a bench, Wiltshire. Spark his team to life here. To the inside, and Ingles over Wiltshire with the finish. Great work from him. 6 points personal, the lead up to 5. Hunter, it's been the hot hand. Second up, but he's going to turn it over. Reynolds with the breakaway. Walks in for an easy 2. Great defense from Scotty Reynolds. Now the lead is 7. Yanka Arena has gone quiet. Campbell trying to find somebody. It's Baigal. It's in the hands of Wiltshire. Wiltshire guarded by Scrub. Good drive and finish for Baigal. Makes it a 5-point game as we're under 5. Sit on. Over to Scrub. Now he's on the far side. A lot of room for him off the pull-up. Can't get it. Hunter wants the ball in transition. Cow will hold on to it instead. Now he hands off to Hunter, who takes the 3 way short. Strasbourg in no hurry. Possession game for them. They have the lead. They can take their time, use every possession. Reynolds behind his back. Nice Traore, back to Reynolds. Reynolds kicks it out. Shot clock low for Scrub. He makes some space, fires the 3. Fails to hit the ring. 24-second violation. Savon goes out. Gave York. Jedi Grant come back in. There's a spell on the bench for those 2. Should be fresh for this final 4 minutes. Johnson handling it. Goes over to Wiltshire. Hesitation and an air ball. But it's not a great idea when you hesitate on the 3 to then take it. That's exactly what happened to Shafak Edgar. Reynolds holding and waiting. Ingles wants to post up, but it's going to be a turnover. Foul with the quick hands. Telecom doesn't seem in a hurry though. Campbell finds Wiltshire, tries to throw it up. Foul collects it. Now Campbell for 3, rattles and bounces out. Groans from the crowd. Chance to drop. Reynolds getting downhill now. Attack against Foul. Foul lets him go. Open 3 for York off to the left. Wiltshire grabs in the rebound. Both teams gone cold here in this last minute or so. Foul called against Reynolds. Edgar goes out. Miguel back in. Just a short breather for him. Johnson finds some room. Gets in and finishes. Well, he was just kind of in second gear, Johnson. Coming off the screen quite slowly. Saw the opening. Just wandered right down the lane to the basket. 3-point game now. 2.5 to go. Crowd crowd again finding their voice. Reynolds is open. Can't finish. Foul grabs in the rebound. Here comes Breakout. Covers the fumble. Gives it over to Johnson now. Johnson directing traffic. Throws it up to Wilshere on the mismatch. Wilshere. It was deflected on the shot. Great work from Gerard Grant. And Reynolds will come the other way. York. Fouled on his way to the ring. Team fouls against Türk Telekom, so 2 shots to come for Gabe York. Good recognition from him. At the line, York then makes number 1. 80% on the season, Gabe York. A quiet one tonight, but still 12 points personal. A 4-point game here. We're under 2. All to play for in Ankara. She will screen and switches to take away him popping to the 3-point line, but they don't need it because the strong drive and finish from Johnson. Back-to-back scores for him at a crucial time. A 2-point game here. 77 plays 75. Reynolds. There's the foul against Johnson. He's frustrated. It's a poor play from Johnson. You know, he tried to reach in, but commits a silly foul. Reynolds a long way from the ring. Not really a threat. Team fouls. So that means Reynolds will go to the line. First trip there tonight for him. Makes the first. And the second. Lead back to 4. Johnson dancing with it, trying to find that lane again. Reynolds goes down and it's a turnover. York anticipated the pass out. Strasbourg have transition numbers here. Will they go early? No, they will hold it and use some of these precious seconds off the clock. Reynolds. He's in no hurry. Gives it over to Scrub. Now Grant into the hands of Ingles. Tough pull up from him. Doesn't go, but Gerard Grant's the first man to it. Him and Reynolds nearly give it to each other. Ingles again. Finds Grant. Grant dunks it home. Will that be enough to seal the victory for Strasbourg? 81-75, a 6-point lead. Gerard Grant left open underneath the basket. The assist to Scotty Reynolds, his 7th of the night. He's averaged 7 assists a game. In his 3 games in the Pro A in France, he's got 7 tonight to go with 6 points and 6 rebounds. How will Türk Telekom recover from this one? They're going to advance the ball. They're going to need a quick score.
Hey, no foul, we get the score. Hey, we have time, let's go.
Ali Traore, big 2 of his total. Game for him. You see his numbers, 15, 4 and 2. He will be on the bench here as Gerard Grant has also had a good game. He'll be out there down the crunch time. Grant 14 points, 7 of 10 from the field. This is what it's come down to. We've got 51 seconds remaining, 6-point lead. Türk Telekom take a 3 if it's with Wiltshire. If not, they'll try and get a 2 with foul. It's Wiltshire for 3 they were looking for. He wasn't open. Foul on the roll. Now Hunter, but he's gone out of bounds and he made the shot as well. He's going to pick up a tech here if he's not careful. Hunter says he is not out of bounds. Not sure how he knows. We couldn't see from that angle. He is really frustrated. He's lucky not to get a tech there. Timeout is called. Strasbourg will have possession. They'll advance the ball.
Game, set screen for Scotty. Scotty all the way. If you cannot get it, you keep going. Game behind. Get ready to the ball. Okay? Ask for the ball. Go to the ball. Even you. Okay? Take your time. If there is problem, not sure. Watch the ball in advance. Never here. If you're not sure. Okay? No, don't turn away. Hey, and protect. They will fall right away. Protect the ball.
See the numbers. Percentages are the same, but Strasbourg have shot 7 more times, 2-point range. Türk Telekom, they will advance the ball here. Shot clock moves to 14 seconds.
Mola dönüşünde Strasbourg hücum olacak. Ve şimdi soğuk yapmaya devam ediyoruz.
Scrub gets it in. Grant becomes available, it tipped away from him. Gal nearly had the steal. 3 seconds off the clock. Scrub again. Entry man. This time finds Inglace safely. No foul coming. Shot clock down to 6. Inglace holding it. Now he'll attack. They want a foul now. Extra pass. Reynolds will take the 3. Comes up short. It's a 24-second violation. Now you ask, really, Strasbourg, they advanced it. Used up 14 seconds. They could have used up another 10 seconds. And even if they'd gone 24 there, if they'd got a shot clock violation, it'd only be 16 seconds remaining with a 6-point lead. Of course, Telecom will have the opportunity to foul at that situation. Just sorting out the benches, ready to go. 26 seconds left, 6-point game. They need to go really quickly here. Türk Telekom, 2 or 3. Campbell takes it. Draws the foul. It's the 4th team foul against Strasbourg. So still be sideline possession. Smart from Reynolds. Sideline possession. Hunter to bring it in. Gets it straight back. Clean look this time. Hunter doesn't go, and a rebound taken in by Grant. Strasbourg will try and play keep away here as York takes it in and gets the score. Timeout coming. That may well be enough to seal the game for Strasbourg. Gabe York, thinking of the points, takes the extra 2. Telecom will advance it, get one final chance to try and cut this deficit. Stunned silence here in the Anchor Arena. They have yet to see their team taste defeat in the Basketball Champions League here. Looks like they may well be doing it for the first time.
Outside, penetrate, shoot to the outside, okay? And you come outside. Let's go. Let's go, come on.
Remember, points difference, crucial if these two teams end with identical records. It will be the difference between the games which they faced each other. So that is why we're still playing here for a final score from Türk Telekom. We have the ball out of bounds on the side. Strasbourg have the lead. Wiltshire pick and pop, doesn't get it to go. Shirai Grant grabs in the rebound. Turns it over. 5 of a second left. It's the one final chance to get a score here. Bring it in. Out, doesn't even shoot it. So that is an excellent road victory for Strasbourg. Then they take this one here against Türk Telekom. It is 75-83. Strasbourg snap a 2-game losing streak in the Basketball Champions League. They move some of that domestic form over to this competition. A famous victory over a Türk Telekom team which had a chance to jump back to sole lead of Group A. They failed to do it, so they will be brought back with the rest of the group then. And a really important victory for Strasbourg, who were in 8th position, bottom place in Group A going into this one. Entertaining game for both teams. To an end here. Mustafa Fowl did his best. Strong double-double performance from him. But it's in a losing effort as Strasbourg take victory. So there is the numbers. Just percentages so similar. Just the number of shots Strasbourg got in difference to Türk Telekom. Extra 5 shots from the field, same number of free throws. Some of that, you thought would go to the offensive rebounding, but Türk Telekom led that. Turnover battle was key, as Strasbourg did an excellent job looking after the ball. Just 9 turnovers on the game for them, as they were led by Torre, Scrub, and Grant. Losing efforts. Foul, we said, the double-double, 21. Wiltshire, 16. RJ Hunter, he had 13, but crucially, on the 3 he made, just put a foot on the sideline late on in this game, and that may well have changed the complexity of it. So, this one will end here with a victory for Strasbourg on the road. They won it by 8 points, taking the final quarter 18-13. A low-scoring affair there. It means that they will now move to 3 wins and 5 losses, or 4 losses, excuse me. They will join a logjam of 3 other teams, tied between 4th and 7th place in the standings of Group A. For Türk Telekom, they will move to 5 and 2, and they will join a logjam of 3 teams tied for first, alongside Manresa and Sassari, who faced off last night. So unable to take sole place of top spot, Türk Telekom will still remain at the top of the standings alongside those 2 teams. So an entertaining game here tonight. I've enjoyed this one. Thanks for joining us. Make sure you stay with us here tonight for more Basketball Champions League action. As I say, good night.